Hello everyone, that Manga Kid here to give my review of The Gay Who Turned Kaiju by Kazuki Minamoto. This is really great. I bought this because of the cover and the title. I thought the title was hilarious and the cover was also hilarious. I love this color scheme and the simplicity of how much white there is, but also like these little pops of color. The spine is great, and the back photo is also great. This follows Takashi, who is a gay teenager. He is aware of his sexuality. I don't believe that really most people know that he's gay, but he is very severely bullied, just generally. He's a newer student, recently transferred there, and kind of becomes the object of the bully's attention. And so he's really, really down on himself, and he feels like if he wasn't gay, that he would be able to exist a little bit more easily in life. And so all of these feelings of wishing he was different manifest into him turning into he has a kaiju head. So we then follow the story of him kind of trying to figure out how this happened, but then also his kind of resolve to being like, well, life is easier now that I have a kaiju head, while everybody else around him is terrified of him, and the teachers and his parents and everybody is worried about him and wants to figure out how to fix him. And it's a really great kind of allegory for queerness, and that feeling of like being so obviously different in some cases, and people rushing to try and fix it because it's something that's wrong with you. And I just really, really enjoyed this. I thought that the use of the kaiju head was such a great metaphor and really well done. And this series does explore other queer identities, not super in depth because it really is only one singular volume and our main character is the main focus, but it does touch on some other identities that I thought was really well done, really, really like sensitively and beautifully and like clearly knowledgeable. Whether I don't know anything about this creator, whether they themselves are queer or not, or if they have people in their life that are queer, but clearly whether they themselves are, or if they just did a lot of research, they did a really good job of portraying these different identities and kind of explaining them in pretty simple terms that really anybody could understand. And so I thought this was incredible. I think this is a really good read for, I think, even like young teenagers and whatnot, people that are experiencing, whether it's just bullying or just, anything in general, of just kind of that angsty time of your life where you feel so down on yourself and you think that if you were different, that things would be easier. If you weren't yourself, that somehow things would be easier. I think it's just a really well done story that focuses on your internal feelings and opinions of yourself versus the outside opinions of others, and what really, really matters at the end of the day. So yeah, I think that this is definitely worth picking up if you are interested in kind of queer stories, and if you're interested in, this one really isn't focused on romance at all. It's mostly focused on that sort of internal struggle, and the external kind of pressures and expectations of other people in your life. But yeah, no, this was awesome. I'm glad that it was actually good, because I bought this based on the cover and the title, and I was like, this could be really bad. This could be really, really horrible. But I really enjoyed it. I love the art style, the character designs, and yeah. It was definitely a fun one for sure. If you've read this, I would love to hear your thoughts on it. If you have read something similar that you'd like to recommend, by all means, yeah, thanks for watching.